Hello. This is the day that the Lord has made, and I shall rejoice and be glad in it. Today, I want to talk about it's not easy, but it's necessary. There are some decisions that we have to make. It could take a long time to get to the decision, but that's not important. What's important is that we arrived at the decision to do better, to make some changes for the better. And when we make those decisions, we have to make some changes. And those changes are not easy, but they're necessary. Let me talk about me. When I received a diagnosis, I had to make a decision to be healthier, to eat healthier, to live a healthier life. And in order to do that, I had to get rid of, I had to drop some things. First of all, I had to drop some unhealthy eating habits. Then I had to drop some excess weight. I had to drop lack of discipline. I had to drop excuses. I had to drop things that I loved, sodas. I had to drop a lot of things with sugar. It wasn't easy, but it was necessary. And then when I decided that I wanted peace, not just peace a little bit, but that peace that surpasses all understanding that can only come from Him, that joy, that happiness, that success in every aspect of life, I had to get rid of. I had to drop some things. It wasn't easy, but it was necessary. So I had to drop some negative people. I had to drop my negative surroundings. I had to be careful of where I went, how long I tarried if I had to go there. I had to drop so-called friendships. I had to drop relationships because they were holding me up. They were hindering me from moving forward. So I had to drop those things. It wasn't easy, but it was necessary. When we decide to move forward, when we decide to say, enough is enough, I want back my stuff, I want stuff that I never had because I was so weighed down. There was so much going on around me. When I made that decision, I had to drop some things. I had to get rid of some things. Any negative mindset, any intimidation, any control. If someone was controlling me, I had to drop them. I had to get rid of them. My life depended on it. It wasn't easy, but it was necessary. Yesterday, my pastor talked about circumcision. When we hear about circumcision, we think about the cutting away of the foreskin on a baby. Well, he also talked about spiritual circumcision, the cutting away, the trimming of anything that's hindering you from getting closer to Christ, anything that's hindering you from walking with Christ. When we have to get rid of and we have to drop these things, when we have to cut away, when we have to get trimmed, it's not easy, but it's necessary. These are things that we have to do to be able to live our best life in every aspect of life, to be able to walk in peace, to be able to talk with peace, to be able to have success in every aspect of our lives, to be able to pray and expect Him to move on our behalf. There's some things we have to drop, get rid of, move away from. It's not easy, but it's necessary. I've had to drop some things recently. It wasn't easy, but it was necessary. Because if anything is in the way of me walking with God in peace and harmony and walking in His will, I gotta drop it. I gotta get rid of it. It's not easy, but it's necessary. So the trimming and the cutting and the getting rid of and the dropping, it can be difficult. It's not easy, but it's necessary. Because one thing I can say and I can testify to is the things that I dropped, the things I got rid of, It wasn't easy, but God knows it was necessary because I have a new life now. I have a new walk. I have a new talk. I have a new move. I have purpose in my life. I'm doing things that I never could have done if I stayed bound, if I stayed up under, if I stayed depressed and suppressed. So, to move forward, deal with the cutting away, deal with the trimming, deal with the getting rid of, deal with the dropping. It's not easy, but it's necessary. You have a good day.